You know what, right? This guy's always late. Like, Jameel is always late. Like, I swear this guy's gonna be late for his own funeral one day. How far are you?
I'm in the Midlands line.
You're lying. Okay, wait. I know you're not in the Midlands line because I can hear you driving, but it's fine. I'll see you now.
But I'm driving towards the line, so don't worry.
How's it, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Now, in this week's video, I asked you guys to send a series of questions for me and Jameel Bossman to do a Q&A. Thank you for all who did, even though some of you missed the plot a bit. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Cool, so without any further ado, let's get to the questions. Are we gonna do like the PG-16 ones or the
aiming for the camera? Maybe let's save the spicy ones for later.
Okay. What makes you guys truly happy?
Can I go first? I feel like those are the people that make me, and they make me as happy as that was gay.
And this is like a radio interview or something.
That was
Okay, cool.
We'll do it again. Let's watch it though. Let's watch it.
What makes you guys truly happy? How did you go on this one?
Yeah, but it's true. I'm the happiest when I'm around people. I'm quite the extrovert, so when I'm alone, I feel like it's the end, man. That was a good one.
Oh fuck you!
I get depressed and okay, maybe not depressed, but I do feel sad. I'm happiest when I'm around my friends, when I'm around my mom, my sister, and I like hearing stories from my friends, and you know, people's energy, positive energy, just radiates into me.
What makes me truly happy? I don't know. For me, it's all in the little things. You know, instead of going out, you know, jawling with the guys, which is also nice, you know, now and then. But I enjoy like small, you know, sort of chill, play some FIFA, a hug there and then, a few drinks, that type of thing. And it's fun now and then. Like I enjoy it now and then, but you know, sometimes you just want to take it easy. And even when I'm not with my friends, like especially with family, like when I was little, probably around, I'd say grade 6 to 8, then me and my family, we used to like on Sundays, it used to be church, and then it used to be movies and lunch.
Do you still go to church?
I do still go to church.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
still go to church. But yeah, no, even like we don't do that as much, but when we do nowadays, that's like I'd rather be doing that because it's also a sense of nostalgia in a sense.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So that's why I've learned to appreciate the little things in life more. No.
Like there's different levels of happiness. You know, there's that happiness where you buy chow. I like food.
Yeah.
You
do.
Makes you happy, you know? And then there's like upper level happiness, like true contentment.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't actually understand that.
Exactly. Like, for me, like probably the most materialistic things I have is probably the shoes. You know, but like even like I get tired of that because what I've realized is when I buy like something materialistic, and you know how it is when you start earning like a little bit of money, then like you want to buy that. But what I've realized with me is it doesn't provide me like a prolonged sense of happiness.
Yeah, it's really temporary.
I enjoy the little things more because it's A, it's free, B, it's longer lasting.
Like you can't have a conversation about your day with a shoe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dude, like all these questions are like banging. Like when I put that second story on, then people started to ask like really
Real questions.
Yeah, real questions. So the next one is, what's one thing you would tell the younger version of yourself that no one told you?
Sure, that's
a
a real thinker. What we've been through has made us who we are today. So, and I mean, I don't like to live life with regrets. So I would probably tell myself that, you know, you're doing just fine. Just keep on doing what you're doing.
True.
And everything will unfold as it should. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I mean,
it's sort of like when people are like, what's one thing you would change that happened in the past. That's the other thing.
Because if
Yeah.
something changes in the past, then maybe it changes something in the future. I mean, it's not like Endgame Infinity. But I feel like all our challenges made us who we are today, and dude, I wouldn't change anything. I just tell myself to push through the hardships. That's it.
What's one thing? If I had to meet my younger self today,
God had died.
put like a picture of how I looked, and then
Put a
just
picture.
how
You see now he's handsome.
If I have to put it into my perspective, when I was younger, I used to sort of do things to impress other people. You know, like the cool clique. And you know, that's like the polar opposite of how I am now. So if I had to tell my younger self one thing, it would be like, you know, do whatever you feel makes you happy at that present moment. Stop it. Just because like I feel like my happiness at this point is the most important thing.
I think it also ties along well with what you said. You need to be selfish to be selfless.
Exactly.
Dude, if you're gonna spend your whole life putting other people ahead of you,
Dude.
like it's nice to make other people happy, but what about your own happiness?
Exactly.
You know
And
what
I
I'm
feel like a lot of people nowadays are living like they don't take themselves into consideration. So if I could tell my younger self one thing, is do whatever you feel makes you happy at the present moment, no matter what stage like you're in general.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, self-happiness, dude, it's a journey.
It is, dude. It's like up and down.
But that's the thing, it's not a destination.
Yeah.
Each day is a growing thing.
Exactly.
Each day is a growing process.
I think this is more of a question that's aimed. It's a question that's aimed at me. This question was, I actually like this question. It says, how much has your business grown since its beginning, and what was the process? And what has the process taught you? Dude, like where do I even begin? That's why I made this channel, is to show people the process, like what I'm going through, and you know what it's teaching me along the way, because I feel like every day I'm learning something new. Put it into perspective for you guys, because obviously you guys aren't in it like 100%. Is like I started this business like halfway through my final year, and you know that's already like a tricky situation, because you're in the final year and now you're trying to start something. But at that point, like if I can take this month into consideration, this month alone, like this month I've already beaten last month's like figures in terms of everything. That type of sense. And when I look at the growth of my business, I usually tend to do it in terms of A, brand awareness, and B, like how many errands I'm getting a month. So for example, like when I first started out, there would be weeks where I wouldn't even get an errand. Like there would be weeks I would go and not even get an errand, and then there would be weeks like when I started doing it full time, I used to get like 1 or 2 errands, 3 like maybe errands a week. And now I'm on to, I'd say I'm averaging at least like 6 to 8 errands a day. Like a day.
Yeah.
As you can see, because the first part of the question was how the business has grown. So to put it like in a visual perspective for you guys is, you know, from like 0 to like 1 to 3 in a week to, you know, 6 to 8 in a day. It's like, dude, it still blows my mind. It blows my mind. I wake up and I'm like, people are actually using a service and a business that I thought up and I built. And that's crazy to me. Like people are spending their money, you know, on a service that I built.
Yeah.
Like they're giving their money on a service that I built. So it's really cool in that situation. And then in terms of what has it taught me, I don't know if you guys see, for those who you know, bother to read my captions, I always put #PPH, and that's one of my mottos. So what it stands for is patience, perspective, and happiness. So what this process has taught me is to look at the bigger picture. You have to have a certain type of perspective, right? You've got to realize that it's not going to be an overnight type of thing. And in that, you realize that you're gonna have to develop some time of patience and things like that. Because at the beginning, when I started doing this full time, I got very frustrated because, like I said, maybe max 1 to 3 a week. like it gets frustrating, you know, because you're putting in all this work at the beginning and you're like, no, but like it's not happening. And then that's also when I realized you need a certain ounce of patience that comes along with it, because you have to realize there's always ups and downs in business, and you know, it may take, and that's what happened with me. It may take 1 week or 1 month, and then all of a sudden it shoots up. And that's what happened with me. So that's where the patience comes from, and you know, the H in the, you know, PPH stands for happiness. And that you've got to be happy with what you're doing, like in any sense, you know, whether it's your degree that you're studying, whether it's the job that you're in, whether it's the partner that you're with. You know, it's no use doing something if it's not bringing some sort of joy or excitement to you, because like you've got a long life, you know, and we in a sense are just starting.
I think a lot of business owners actually reach a state of perturbation.
Perturbation.
Perturbation. It's necessarily happened to a business owner. Sorry. I mean, you as a student, you've also experienced it. It's that point where, you know, it's either sink or swim. You get to a certain point and the next decision either takes you up or takes you down. And I think I've experienced that quite a few times in my degree. I also realized that I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh yeah, by the way, just for some reference, he's studying what? Chemical engineering. So you know what he's speaking about.
So
now.
Hopefully he's trying to finish it, and a lot of times I've been in this stage where like I just want to give up. And for me, the biggest learning curve was not numbers, not how to solve for X, not how to find the mass of a certain substance. It was always digging deep in myself, getting that perseverance, you know, getting out, pushing through the day and coming up on top. And then once you actually do come up on top, you feel like, you know, you've reached the next level.
Exactly.
And then you just grow from there. And once you hit that level, I know in your business, you know, all it takes is one step.
Yeah, that's true.
Get the ball rolling.
Yeah, exactly. To the other questions, these ones were a bit more spicy, but I'm trying to keep this channel at least PG-16, so we're not going to answer all of them. What's your idea of being attracted and interested in someone / something?
Well, I've got a short answer.
Yo.
Maybe you can build anything. Yeah. For me, it's the mindset. I've taken a huge interest in self-development, and I've come to realize that different mindsets and different circumstances that people have been through have changed the way they think, and I'm quite attracted to a certain way of thinking. I think the correct word for that is a sapiosexual. So I like intelligence.
Big words tonight.
Intelligence and just that mindset, that, you know, that ambitious mindset. You know, I want to do more. Yeah, I want to see you do more.
True.
I want to do more with you. You know, grow together, that type of thing. Yeah.
With me, I think the most attractive thing to me is probably independence. I have this analogy. I feel like when two people are together or in a relationship, there has to be one whole finding another whole, like, you know, because then you guys can sort of just become one big thing. You can't have someone who's whole and then someone who's like half, because that half someone is always gonna want a bit of the one who's complete to make themselves feel in a sense complete, and that in essence this person is gonna feel drained over time. So that's why I feel like a relationship should never be forced, like 2, be entered prematurely, because that's also a thing. 3, be confused with like lustful or passionate intentions. And I feel like the 4th one would have to be like both parties have to know themselves, like in and out. Like that you shouldn't be with that other one, or you shouldn't find your happiness only in that someone else. Are we gonna answer this, Audrey?
Is it recording?
It is recording.
You can answer it.
The next question was, what is your favorite sex position? I mean, I don't know because I'm still a virgin.
I can truthfully say I still am a virgin.
everyone knows we're both virgins now. So hypothetically speaking, you sort of know in your head what sex positions you would like. So hypothetically speaking, if you were to have sex, what do you think would be your favorite position?
I'm thinking missionary. I'm thinking on top, me at the bottom.
We're talking missionary. We're talking missionary. We're talking when I'm on top and she's on her back.
No, I'm focusing on school. I haven't thought that far.
Yeah, guys, like this was the wrong question. Like, I don't know. Maybe ask our friend at Partridge. What is his name? At Partridge underscore
11.4.
Yeah, 11.4.
We're gonna put it here somewhere.
We'll put it here somewhere. He has all the information for you. But yeah,
It's bad.
The question was, which one of y'all's exes do you miss the most?
Yeah.
But then they were like JK. But I don't know if we should answer that or not. I don't know, dude. I haven't had like a lot of relationships in general, because I don't think you can count like high school relationships. I don't think high school relationships count. I don't know. Tell me, comment below if you think high school relationships count, but I don't think so. So if you don't take into consideration like high school relationships, I probably had like 2. You know, you've had like 1.
Yeah.
So it's like that's like an irrelevant, like, well, not irrelevant, like it's just we don't have enough substance to answer.
I mean, you're only 21, dude.
Yeah. Maybe I'll ask the same question at like 25.
25, 26.
Someone said, do we consider ourselves players? I think they were like /fuck boys, that type of thing.
Sure. I'm a very... If any of you don't know, I was born in June, late June, which means I'm a Cancer. And everyone knows that Cancers are actually bitch niggas. So we soft. I'm soft.
Dude, how can you believe in those horoscopes?
B, how the fuck you know this? How? Hold on, bro. How? I'm saying, how? Like, talk to me, bro. You police.
I tend to treat people with the same respect.
Yes, you. Listen, I don't think like in nowadays, like, how do you classify that though?
True. What's the criteria?
Like, what is the criteria? Because some people are like, oh, that guy dresses so well, he must be a fuckboy.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
had that. Or black earrings.
Yeah, oh, this guy, look how many girls are commenting on his pictures. But I know guys that get like, if you want to put it in like a, what's that? When you're very like you're worried about like the front. Superficial. There you go. If you're worried about the superficial things, I know people will get like, you know, like 200 plus likes, yada yada, with like gang comments, but they don't really get any
what? Affection.
There you go. But then I know guys, I'm not exposed. This is not an exposure video. But then I know guys who get like, you know, 100 plus, not really a lot of comments, but then they chow. Like, I know they chow. Yeah, like we've got a few in mind, but this is not exposure video. 50 likes on this video on exposure we're talking about. Oh, I'm joking. But yeah, no, that's basically that question. We'll do a poll. So in the next video, it's either gonna be, I'm sure most of you guys have seen Quiz Night featuring the boys. What we're thinking is for the next video is either Quiz Night again with the boys, because I found it quite funny and it was quite fun to shoot. But this time the twist is you guys get to choose what the losing team has to do. So yeah, leave a like, comment what you guys want, and then the second option was bowling night featuring the boys. I think that'll be something different.
Yeah, I think bowling is.
That's gonna be a very competitive, very good. Quiz night part 2 with the boys. You guys choose what the losers have to do, or B, bowling night featuring the boys. I think it'll be something different because most of us are pretty competitive, so I think it'll be pretty funny. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end the video.
Cool.
But yeah, if you did like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks, Jameel, for joining.
Always a pleasure.
Always we easy. But yeah, I will see you guys for next week's video.